Hey, I'm Erin with Lotus Flower Wellness Temple, and I'm here as I do weekly on Fridays to bring oracle guidance to the collective and Reiki attunement for some energy balancing, clearing of any thing that might have gotten built up on you over the last week, and just to clear that energy out. So nice to be here. And so last week I did this setup where, so at my temple each week I pull 3 Reiki Healing of the Mind cards, and I leave them out for reflection all week long so people can just kind of gander at those. But I felt again drawn today to work with this message here. So what do we have? We're going to get right into it. Let's go ahead and give a nice little attunement here. Get everybody feeling good here. Okay, so we have right here, first out, we have choose your emotions. We're going to get a little deeper into the message, but change your reactions. And we have our higher self. So, starting with choose your emotions. Emotions are not caused by outer events. They are internal reactions to an internal event. They represent a choice you have made. We choose what emotion to feel, always. Okay, so then with that being said, that we're choosing them, right? And that's got to be right based off of what we're thinking, how we're perceiving things. So the way that we think about things does have an effect on the emotions that we feel about those. And a lot of times it comes from a belief system. And so if you can be aware of what your belief systems are, make sure that you actually resonate with those and what they truly mean. Letting go of any belief systems that you might not fully resonate with, and just observing your truth and being in your truth. That means so much, because your emotions are going to be based off of what you're thinking and how you're thinking about things. And again, that stemmed from a belief system. So that brings us here to this change your reactions. Just because you have formed a subconscious habit and react to a certain situation in a certain way doesn't mean that you have to continue doing this forever. You can change your reactions. All right, so back to what we were saying about here, that this work that we're doing here, understanding what our belief systems are, what we truly resonate with, has an effect on how we are feeling our emotions, which is going to affect our reactions to things. So what the guidance here today is telling us, that when we can be more aware of these things going on and do this work for ourselves, then we're really going to be benefited by it, because then we can trust more in our reactions for things. We can trust that it's in alignment with our path and our purpose of truth for who we truly are, versus just something that we have a belief system because we learned it as we grew up. And so we're just reacting out of that. And so we're never really happy with the reactions that we're having, because they're not stemming from our truth. So this is some leading to some work for us to do here, right? To understand the power that we have to transform and change our reality based off of something very simple. Starting with, what are your belief systems that you're holding on to, that because it's making a part of your energy, your reactions, your emotions. And so when we get in alignment with the truth, that really is going to help us a lot. And so we did speak about our higher self here, right? So now we have our higher self. Our higher self, sometimes referring to as our inner soul self or our soul. It is that a very wise part of ourselves that is totally loving and supporting and always working with us for our greatest and highest good by subtly guiding us and providing us with intuition and deep insight, whether we choose to acknowledge and act on this inner wisdom or ignore it. So yeah, we're in alignment with our emotions, our reactions. Our higher self is always there trying to guide us to the place where we're more in alignment with our truth. So as certain things come up, it may feel like an intuitive thought. You may be like, oh wow, I just had this great idea. Or there could just be like almost like a flashing and become more aware in to our inner speaking, our inner voice, and we will have so much guidance, and you'll discover that it's just helping you do this work of getting back in alignment with your authentic true self so that you can live out the purpose that you came here to shine the light of that truth. And so until we get back to our authentic truth, then there's work to do, and your higher self is going to be guiding you. It's going to be coming up in all kinds of different ways, and sometimes it can be a little more shadow as well. You know, something can present itself. We may have a maybe what we conceive as a negative feeling towards something, and we may go through a little bit of a rough time with something. But that's our higher self bringing an opportunity for us to do this work here, where we start to look at what is my belief system that is driving me to feel this emotion. What am I suppressing inside that I'm not expressing about myself, that's kind of coming up and biting at me? So when we can really get into this work here, we will find that we have so much help, so much perfect guidance, and our higher self is just full of the knowledge, every single thing that we need to know, that we need to come about within our path to be able to get in alignment with our truth and our authentic true self. So just remember the above, that your higher self, that the unseen is supporting you. So it's you that has to start supporting yourself, right? So doing this work like I spoke about here, doing the work to make sure that you keep your energy feeling, not so down. Like there's things that we can do. We can ground ourselves in the earth, take our shoes off and walk around if we're feeling a little stressed or whatnot. But self-love is the key. Figuring out what is your body saying to you, what is your higher self saying to you, tapping into that and tuning into that and really listening. Not just like, it's not always just going to be with your ears, right? There's going to be different ways that you speak to yourself. But the more that you work on that relationship, the better you're going to be at deciphering those messages. And you are so worth it. Your path and purpose, you're so unique, and nobody else can do this for you. And if you don't do it, then unfortunately it's not ever going to be done. So everybody just do that work, that self-love, that discipline to get yourself back to your authentic truth is so worth it. All right. So I just want to say thank you to the divine for these messages. And now I'm going to go into a little more energy work for us here. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. I see there's several people, and anyone that comes in the future too. Thank you for joining. there's any blockages, anything that's keeping you from seeing clearly, connecting with your higher self, hearing that divine guidance, I just want to help you clear that energy now. Become aware of what these things are that keep you in the cycle to help you move forward in your path. So this is one of my very special tools. Some of you may already know about it very well, but it's an elephant, and it represents eternal remembering, never forgetting. So remember who you are. I'm just gonna tap at your third eye here and just remember who you are. Just remember who you are. You're an eternal, multidimensional being. You're having a human experience, and you are unique. You are beautiful. You are perfect in the way that you're meant to be, and your authentic, true self for the path and purpose that you came here to serve out. So shine that light, that your authentic, true light, and work on getting it just brighter and brighter and brighter, and you will just feel so rejuvenated, so happy, and so much at home in your own skin. You will be unabashedly you, and that is just beautiful. All right, and so I'm going to do a couple strings of attachment decording for you all. So if there's anything that is holding you back, anything that's attached to your energy that is not helping you for your highest good, I would like to go ahead and snip those cords now. So just trust that your higher self is going to allow those to be available and ready for cutting. Just give a little soothing of that energy where we cut those strings. Just soothe your energy. Yes, feeling pretty great now. Awesome. So I would like to extend the invite for everyone watching to please join, subscribe to the channel. I do lives currently at 3 o'clock on Fridays, and then I have temple service where I share some Buddhist principles, some ways of life that can help you be more present in the now and find some joy and happiness and a lot less suffering as you get your thoughts and your actions in alignment with your truth. And we do the work to really transform our lives in temple service. So I really want to offer this out to everyone. Please join up, subscribe to the channel, share it out with other people that you know that could be benefited by some guidance in their life and some harmony and peace. Who wouldn't love that? More of that, right? So namaste. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. And if you are available, please tune in on Sunday at 2:30 for our temple service. Wait, you couldn't have tried